Happy Tuesday, everybody. Here we are coming live. Uh-oh, my little friend fell over. We are into April. Oh my goodness. Doesn't it feel good to have some spring weather for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere? Inspired me to bring out the Citrine Dragon. That one just always makes me feel like the fresh breath of spring. This beautiful expansive energy with citrine. And I've got my little gold friend here, Homer. He's keeping me company. I hope everybody had a beautiful resurrection weekend, resurrections of the Christ energies, resurrections of your own energy, and feeling and holding that space of knowing that you are moving forward on the golden age timeline. One of the pieces I've been picking up lately as we get going here, and for those of you that haven't seen me before, we got lots of new people in the group. We are here for the love of dragons. My name is Araya, and I am the guide here. I am known as the Dragon Lady. Brought through a book back in 2007 to work with them, and so I lead people into the discovery of the dragons, how to work with them, what to expect, how to know when they're around. Pretty much anything and everything to do with dragons, and you'll find that this weekly live, I transfer them onto YouTube, and I have 3 years worth of weekly videos that are a storehouse of information for you if you're just beginning your journey and you're trying to get sorted out and dialed in on how do I work with the dragons, what do they do. I've got this dragon around me, or someone said I have a dragon around me, and I need to know what to do with that. So there's heaps of tools on dragonwithin.com. There's the ebook. There's the books in print. It's in 3 different languages, working on a 4th. So French, English, and Spanish right now. Dutch is in the works. We have guided meditations. We have a book club coming up. So I just calendared it yesterday and started sending out the notice. You might have seen the post last night and thought, what is the Dragon Within Book Club? So the book club is an opportunity to work with a small group of people. I only do 10 people. And we work for 6 weeks every week for 2 hours where we have incredible discussion. We open into great metaphysical topics. Pretty much anything and everything you can think of metaphysical or spiritual on your journey has a link into the dragons. So we tie that in. We bring it all together for you. And in addition, that's an opportunity diving into the book. We don't deal with it directly like a normal book club where you read a chapter and then you discuss it, because it's not that kind of a book. But you have an opportunity to be in presence with me as the author and that dragon guide that I am, to ask anything and everything about dragons that you've wanted to know. What's on your heart? What's in your journey? And the really amazing thing about it is that we have a meditation that I guide spontaneously every week, and they are incredible, because every time I do a book club, it seems like there's been new dragons introduce themselves that have not worked with my groups before, and we get taken in directions that are so powerhouse and so transformative. So it ends up being like a mini program over those 6 weeks. So it's probably the best bang for your buck to work with me in a small group. It's pretty exciting. So that's starting April 22nd. I just put the information up about it. You can find the event on the Dragon Within page, the ebook CD page on Facebook. You can also find it in our group where I post it regularly. You can also just email me, array@dragonwithin.com. I'll get you the details on any question you have. So if you are trying to figure out your journey, I do discovery calls. I do discovery calls for free. They're 20 minutes of my time to get an idea of where you're headed. Where do I need to go? This dragon thing is new to me. I don't know where to even start, and we'll get you sort of lined out of some directions. Whether you want to invest or maybe you don't have money to invest. It doesn't take money to work with the dragons. It takes sort of a path laid out before you of, all right, these are things you can do. These are small investments you can do. These are ways you can work with them in nature. And there's lots of courses available now. I put those out in December, 4 different courses online that are working with the dragons. Although one is an introduction to meditation basics for those that struggle to get into that internal space on their own. Anyway, all these tools, and the newest one being, if you guys have been paying attention on Friday, on Good Friday, what a beautiful day to announce it, the Divining with the Dragons, the Oracle deck that I've been in creation for over a year and a half, but it's been on my plate, it's been on my heart list of things to pull out for about 3 years. And I know that a lot of you have been watching for it. I've got a lot of pre-orders already coming in. They're flooding in, so it's very exciting. And if you want to make sure that you are on that pre-order list so that they ship out immediately as they're available, should be around early May. The printers have all the stuff, and I'm just excited to see it finally in process. They came out beautifully. They're stunning. And this Citrine Dragon, this is one, all of the canvases, if you're anxious to see what the cards look like, which dragons they are, go into dragonwithin.com, go to the layer, so /layer, L-A-I-R. And not only amongst all those 150 plus, probably 160, 170 now dragon items that can be specific transmission for you, for your expansion journey to have around you, including little Homer here. All of the prints, if you go under Canvas Prints, show all 44 designs that are the dragons that are used on the cards. Very powerful. The text that came through for the guidebook is incredibly powerful. And it's not a normal oracle deck. It is, yes, it will give you insight and reading on that moment, but along with that, along with the information, you're going to feel that dragon's presence. You're going to feel that dragon step forward and present to you because they have that gift to bring you. They are there to work with you. And so when you're working with it, I will encourage you to actually pull that card and not pull another one for at least a few days or a week so that you can work very directly and personally with that dragon that's present. That's the exciting thing about having this Dragon Oracle and what I've intended to bring through. So hopefully you'll benefit from it. If you're looking how to pre-order it, either watch the posts in the group or go to dragonwithin.com /layer and then go to the specials tab and you'll find it under the specials products and everything there, both choices. You can get a gilded or standard. The gilded sets are coming signed by me. If that's something that interests you, those will be a single 100 decks like that are going to be out, and then I don't think I'll be doing any more. We'll see. So, question of the week. Let's get on topic here with this week's question was really interesting. I got an email and I thought, that would be an interesting one to deal with for everybody because it's really good information to have and realize. And this is about dragon healing temples. So the question that was emailed to me was that someone was going through a bunch of personal stuff and they felt like they needed to go into a healing temple of sorts to just rejuvenate, to get a fresh start, to get some clarity, to have a bunch of stuff released. And what I responded to them and realized was there are dragon healing temples in the dragon realms, in the rainbow realms, that if you know how to journey to those places, you could invite your dragon or your guides to take you to those places. But the greater tool and useful thing for you here in this particular 3D/5D realm that we're in right now, because as I was saying before, the paths are starting to bifurcate. This is what I've been noticing, that we've got these two paths. We talked about that in December before the solstice, and they are now actually starting to weave apart. They're starting to separate into the two delineated groups that are going forward with 3D and those that are going definitely into the fifth dimensional quantum consciousness level of the golden age. So you have to decree, you have to decide, where am I going, and really pump your heart full of that decree and intention to make sure you're continuously moving forward on that path as they begin to unweave. So in that, there's going to be a lot of times on this ascension journey where you're feeling out of sorts, where you're struggling, where your body template is trying to readjust itself. Your eyes are going to be readjusting themselves. I've had a lot of information about how the rods and cones and the optic nerve are being readjusted because we need to move into more telepathic communication and all of the reception and projection that the pineal gland will bring as we really move into being able to use it. So how do you create a healing temple? How do you find a dragon healing temple? Well, you can literally create one around you on your own with any dragon or dragons that you feel called to bring in. And maybe you're not sure. Maybe you need to look through the book and go through the lineages and feel like, wow, that really feels aligned. I need some heart healing, so I'm going to call in the water lineage. So you might call in the water dragon, the silver dragon, and the crystal dragon all together. You might feel called to pull in some of the higher, even though you might not know them yet, you can invite, say, I want some of the deep earth dragons. I know that I need to drop deep into the healing of the earth and then see who shows up. But you can intend and create that healing temple and invite those dragons to come and just let them know, open your heart, be transparent of what you need in that moment. And of course, all your guides, any dragon that shows up, they already know what you need. But you have to express your free will to invite that into your field. They can't just come and start doing stuff. You have to intend and allow it. So you can allow a general intention of, please open me to all the healing that I need, even that I can't see within myself in this moment, so that they can guide you and show you pieces. You can also say, you know what, I'm having this going on with my physical body, this going on with my energy body, or this going on with my emotional body. This is what I want to allow to process through and release with me right now. So any moment that you need a healing temple, you have the power to create it by calling those dragons and beings around you. And so I thought it was a great question, because it's not something a lot of people would even consider or realize they could do, or that would exist if you wanted to have your guides transport you to some of those that are actually in the dragon realms already. So really, it's up to you, as is your entire journey. This is what we're learning in the ascension process, really starting to step into that awareness of, I am the creator of my path. I am the creator of what lays before me. And yes, there's destiny and fate in a sense of your higher self is directing the show, which is your future self, which is guiding and leading you forward into your highest expression, into the highest experiences. So yes, there's a destiny path, but you're also in every moment also in charge of that and stepping in alignment with it. And that as we move forward into full quantum consciousness, it's where we begin to merge and fully align into ourselves. And this is what the whole Dragon Heart program is about, is consciously bringing that in, getting that merge to happen now, to move into all your crystalline geometries, so that you are more easily able to align with every footfall into your path, that it falls before you because you are so aligned into your heart space and your self, your true knowing, that everything magnetizes towards you when you're in that space. The next step and the next step, and the knowing of what is the right choice, and the knowing of what lays before you, it just aligns and aligns and aligns. So the healing temples that you create can help get you there. We all have different levels of movement that we need to make to be aligned into that. So any of the dragons, that's the beautiful thing about the book, the guidebook that I wrote, The Dragon Within, is that it shows you which dragons do what, so that you can feel that heart pull and that heart call of, oh, I know I need to work with the air dragon lineage. This is going to bring me into alignment with some higher perspective and knowing, whatever it might be. But that's why the templates are there. That's why that book was brought through, to start preparing humanity and the collective for this time, for the ascension process, for our movement into the golden era. So it's a very beautiful and exciting time, and a clear time of intention, that everything as you move forward is becoming about intention in your full heart knowing. And that's bringing your heart, your wisdom center, and your power center all together into that knowing that intends forward. And then just watch as magic and miracles begin to unfold before you. All right, so that seems like a perfect topic, actually, coming off of Easter and the resurrection energies, where we're at now with things shifting globally. So just keep watching, paying attention, and intending from your heart space. Wishing you an incredible week. I will see you next Tuesday. If you have questions, please send them. If you're interested in book club, please let me know. I will get you the information you need. And I look forward to whatever unfolds for our journey together as we keep going forward, because it's all exciting and it's all unfolding now, guys. Take care and have a great week. Much love to y'all. Bye.